UPC codes, cookies, payment gateway, or even a listing fee. Let me help you out if you don't know what those are. My name is Heather, and I help product-based businesses grow their online sales. So these are some terms that are kind of integral if you are wanting to sell online, and you need to make sure you understand what these are so that you don't get yourself in some hot water and end up costing a bunch of money. So the first one is chargebacks. A chargeback is where the customer, in this case, let's say it's Amazon, right? Amazon will say, hey, you didn't maybe put the label where it was supposed to, or you didn't meet, the lead time, or 1,000 other reasons that they decide that you didn't do something right. They will charge you a fee. So it can be sometimes a couple dollars, sometimes it can be real expensive. It just depends on what the chargeback is. So when you're wanting to sell to, let's say, somebody like Amazon, please make sure that you read the fine print in your agreement when you're going through and creating your account, and understand what kinds of things that they will charge you for so that you don't end up losing money. So that's a chargeback. Next is UPC codes. UPC codes are that little barcode that you see. Now, you're probably thinking, well, why the heck do I need a barcode if I'm selling online? Like, it's not like I'm sitting here scanning stuff. Agreed, 100%. However, everything, all of your products, if you're going to sell to some of the major online retailers like Wayfair, Walmart, Amazon, Overstock, Target, eBay, those kinds of places, they really want you to have a UPC code. And the UPC code is a unique number that is assigned to your business, and then each you have a set of numbers in there that identifies your business and then what that individual product is, right? So you will have, I think it's a 12-digit, number. It's a 12-digit number. The last number is called the check digit. I don't know why it is. It just is. So you want to make sure that you have signed up and you've gotten them for you. GS1 is the place in the United States where you can get them. There are other places you can get them, but I'm going to tell you, don't do the sneaky cheaty way, because someplace like a Macy's or a Home Depot or someplace like that will not accept a barcode unless it is from GS1. Okay, so just letting you know that little trick too. Save yourself some time and energy and effort. Okay, so that's what UPC codes are. Cookies. Not the kind that are chocolate chip and delicious. These are the things that leave little bit of crumbs all around the internet everywhere you go. And it collects information. So when you go to a website, they say, hey, we're collecting, we do cookies. What they're saying is they want to be able to follow your little crumb, right? Your little breadcrumb. Kind of think of it almost like Hansel and Gretel, like leaving the trail of crumbs along the way. So that's what a cookie is. A cookie is your unique ISP, your internet supplier, supplier service provider address, right? It's your little code that's unique to you, that pinpoints where you are. And that little code just goes bloop, 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 every time you get on a new website, so they can tell who's been what and where. So that's what a cookie is. Payment gateway. Payment gateway is the method used to, the credit card is charged. So like PayPal is a payment gateway. Stripe is a payment gateway. Intuit has a payment gateway. There's a ton. Probably the two most recognizable are PayPal and Stripe. Those are usually the ones that most people use. So, and there are fees associated with them, just so you know. So you may want to compare the two to see which one is going to be best for you. Okay, so then the last term we're talking about today is listing fee. A lot of people get up in arms over this one, and I look at it differently. I kind of go, no. So a listing fee is kind of the cost of doing business. So for instance, sometimes a place will say, we're going to charge you 50 cents per new item that you set up. They also will do things like commission, because you're using their platform and their site, right? You have to figure out, like, you can't go rent free. Basically, a listing fee is kind of like the rent that you're paying for the space on their website. right? So if you look at it that way, like, you can't do it for free. Nothing is for free here, right, guys? So we want to make sure you just include that in your cost of goods. If you're bundling all of your fees into your cost of goods, then it's not out of pocket, right? You're going to get those recouped. We don't want you to lose money on those things. So you want to make sure that you bundle that all in. Same thing with like your for your payment gateway, whatever they charge you, maybe that 2.5%, 3%, whatever it is, or 3.5%. Make sure you add that into your cost of goods. That's the cost of doing business, and you want all of those expenses bundled up inside. Okay. Same thing, with if you're worried about chargebacks, put a percentage in. If you don't need it, you don't need it. But if you do, it's there. And that's what's important to remember. So, okay, chargebacks, that's the fee you get charged if you don't follow the rules of a particular customer. UPC codes, that little barcode that everybody needs. Cookies, it's the little breadcrumb that each website collects. Payment gateway is the method in which you charge a credit card. And listing fees is your rent. It's the best way to say it. Also, when you have your own site, like Shopify or something, you're going to have a little pop-up that says if you're collecting cookies, if you're collecting the crumbs, you just have to have a little thing that pops up. And they can either say, yes, you can have my information, or no, it isn't. So just be aware. I think that's really what that is, the most important thing about that. All right, y'all, hope you found this super helpful. If you did, like this video and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube, or if you'd like to join our group, How to Sell Products Online, would love it for you to do so. All right, see you later.